For over 1,000 years, Rome stood as the greatest power the world had ever seen. From a small village on the banks of the Tiber River, it rose to command continents, revolutionize warfare, reshape politics, and lay the foundation for modern civilization. But like all great empires, Rome, too, fell. Today, we explore the epic journey, the rise to glory and the fall to ruins of the Roman Empire. Legend says Rome was founded in 753 BCE by Romulus, a warrior king raised by a she-wolf. But the truth is more humble. Rome began as a cluster of poor settlements surrounded by stronger neighbors Etruscans, Greeks, and Latin tribes. So how did this tiny town become a superpower? 3 key ingredients: a strategic location with easy trade and easy defense, a fierce, determined people. Romans believed greatness was earned through discipline, and a powerful idea that Rome was destined for something greater. By 509 BCE, Romans overthrew their kings and formed a republic, one of history's most successful political experiments. The Roman Republic brought an extraordinary system of government with elected officials, checks and balances, and a senate that shaped policy for centuries. But Rome's real power came from its army. Roman soldiers weren't just warriors. They were engineers, builders, and innovators. They built roads, forts, bridges, and entire cities as they expanded. Rome conquered Italy and then set its sights on the Mediterranean. This led to the empire's first great rivalry, Carthage. The Punic Wars changed everything. Hannibal's daring march across the Alps terrified Rome, but Rome struck back with relentless determination. After decades of war, Carthage was destroyed, its lands, people, and power erased. Rome was now the dominant force in the Mediterranean. As Rome grew, so did its problems. Wealth poured in, but so did corruption, inequality, and political chaos. Ambitious generals realized that ordinary citizens admired soldiers more than senators, and the struggle for power erupted. Into this chaos stepped a man whose name still echoes through history: Julius Caesar. A brilliant general, a master politician, a man who dreamed of reshaping Rome. When the Senate tried to limit his power, Caesar marched his army across the Rubicon River, a move that sparked a civil war. He won, he became dictator, and he began transforming Rome. But in 44 BCE, fearing his growing power, senators assassinated him. Yet instead of saving the republic, they destroyed it. From the ashes rose Caesar's adopted son, Octavian, later called Augustus. Under Augustus, Rome transformed from republic to empire, a centralized, powerful state ruled by emperors. Peace followed the Pax Romana to centuries of stability, prosperity, and expansion. This was Rome at its peak. At its height, Rome controlled territory from Britain to the Middle East. Its cities were marvels of engineering: stone roads, aqueducts, theaters, and temples that still stand today. Roman law created order. Roman culture shaped identity. Roman innovation kept the empire strong. Under emperors like Trajan, Hadrian, and Marcus Aurelius, Rome reached its greatest size and influence. But shadows were growing. The empire had become too large, too expensive, and too divided. Rome didn't fall overnight. Its collapse was slow, centuries in the making. Historians often point to key factors. First, economic troubles, heavy taxes, and corruption weakened the empire's finances. Second, political instability. Emperors rose and fell rapidly. Some lasted months, some only days. Third, devastating plagues reduced the population and weakened the army. And fourth, relentless barbarian pressure, as Germanic tribes, pushed by the Huns, invaded Roman borders. Emperor Diocletian split Rome into eastern and western halves to make it easier to manage, but this division made the West far weaker. The Eastern Empire, later known as Byzantium, thrived for another 1,000 years. The Western Empire struggled to survive. By the 400 CE, Rome was a shadow of its former glory. Its armies were weak, its economy was crumbling, and its once great city was vulnerable. In 410 CE, the Visigoths, led by Alaric, sacked Rome the first time in 800 years. A foreign enemy entered the city. But the final blow came in 476 CE, when the last Western Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed. The Western Roman Empire was gone, but the story does not end there. Rome may have fallen, but its influence never disappeared. Its laws shaped modern justice, its architecture inspired modern cities. Its language evolved into the Romance languages millions speak today. Its ideas of citizenship, government, and empire still guide the modern world. Rome rose, Rome ruled, Rome fell, but Rome never truly died. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more journeys into history.